All right, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the names of DJ Spacha himself, aka the Vibe Booster. Today, I want to talk about something so much touching on the sides of the DJs. We have a couple of good DJs in Uganda. Now, yeah, the same way the artists have been crying about losing their favorite people, like Radio and Mose Radio. We lost him some couple of years ago, but now I want to talk about some DJs like Sir Aludah. I think is a high point whereby we need to give Aluda his flowers because Aludah's officially transformed the DJ world from besides even the music, the way we play, but also the financial part. I'm going to give you some small story about the three great DJs that sat down and decided to negotiate about the price of the DJ, but one betrayed them, which I won't mention the name. Wano mu Uganda tulina ba DJ bangi kusobola omanya naye ngenda kwogera ku ba DJ abakyusa enfuna y'aba DJ ngaffe. Ngenda kutandika ne Sir Aludah. Aludah is one of the most celebrated DJs in East Africa because he learned his DJing from Kenya. Then he came to Uganda and decided to shape the likes of artists like the late DJ Caesar. May your soul rest in peace. And even before I go to let me talk about Caesar. Caesar is one of the DJs that introduced and boosted the DJing on radio. Back those days, live mixing on radio, it wasn't there. But when Caesar, Naselo, and Aludah stepped on Radio City, they changed everything. They changed the image of the DJs playing, and they created some event that happens on Radio City every end of the year, whereby they invite different DJs to come and showcase their talent. But back to business, Aludah. It was at one point where back then DJs would get 30,000 shillings. That 30,000 shillings is supposed to play the whole night from 7 p.m. till 5 a.m. You alone. But Aludah and his colleagues sat down and said, no, guys, this is exploitation. 30,000 shillings can't buy any equipment, can't buy anything on a DJ's set. 30,000 can't buy a hard disk. 30,000 shillings can't buy a laptop or a controller. The cheapest controller, it's around like 400, 500. That's the cheapest. That have small features. But they sat down and decided to make a whole budget. Like, you know what? At least for a beginner DJ, 100,000 shillings. At least the least amount to be given to a DJ is 100,000 shillings. That's why you see nowadays that DJs are able to afford cars, afford good cars, dress well. But back those days, sugar mummies were the order of getting money from the sides of DJs. Being paid to sleep with them. That was the order of the day. But ever since these guys came in and sat down and decided to change the appearance of the DJ career. And it's the same man, DJ Aludah, that like shapes the how could like like most of the people used to think if you're a DJ, you should scratch. No, he emphasized what calls smooth play. Aludah is a DJ that he can be playing dancehall, and then he turns it into from dancehall to slow without you as a person knowing. Like, you don't know how he does it, but you find yourself maintaining the dance pace. Imagine, I'm sure all these, if you're a DJ watching me right now, you know what I'm talking about. That it's not easy to change the order of the crowd. For example, you're playing dancehall, some hype dancehall like BPM 100 and 105, 110. Then you decide to cut the pace to 70. And you keep on, the vibe still keeps on flowing. Like you don't change anything, like it keeps on flowing. You know, it's not easy, but DJ Aludah, Osa Aludah does it so perfectly. He's one of the DJs that we need to, at least we need to name one of the street. I think I would prefer one of the street like around Bugolobi, from Bandari to Sa Aludah Street, because he's the king of that area. He's the king of that area. Aludah is the king of that area. Aludah is a guy that, what I can remember, he's one of the DJs that have shaped a couple of the DJs, that the best DJs we are having today. Most of the urban DJs are the product of Aludah. Most of them are the product of Sir Aludah. Every DJ that plays good music is a product of Sir Aludah. So Aludah needs to be celebrated. Sir Aludah needs to be celebrated. In Uganda, in the DJing world, we need to celebrate Sir Aludah. So that's it for today. I still remain DJ Spacha himself, aka the Vibe Booster. But tomorrow or next time, when I come back, I'll be talking about the worst DJs. The worst DJs in Kampala. I'm going to talk about the worst DJs in Kampala that needs to change that playlist. I'm going to talk about the worst DJs that needs to change that playlist, because they're trying to spoil our rhythm. Because I hear a lot of comments from my friends abroad, like from my friends, once they're invited to go and play there, they don't do as much as Kenyan DJs do. They look to be our great export, but in real sense, they're spoiling our market outside there. So guys, I'm going to come with the worst DJs in Uganda. So wish you the best. Have a great time.